Nope.
Hi, this is Misty Blue from Savannah, Georgia. These two guys really shaped my Georgia peaches. You're listening to 805 Live with Spike and Drew.
Well, it may not be entertaining, but it is the 805 Live with Spike and Drew show post-President's Day Palooza for Tuesday, February 16th, 2016. This is show number 7. Hey, buddy.
Show siete for our Spanish-speaking listeners.
All of him.
Vinny.
What's going on?
What's up? It's Tuesday.
Yup. My favorite day of the week, except for Friday and Saturday, and possibly Sunday.
Oh man, we got a jam-packed show.
Yes, lots of famous people do shit that's embarrassing in it.
Let's get this bar open and get it rolling, yo.
There it is. We're official. So I apparently have the toast tonight, and not only was it President's Day, but it was also Valentine's Day just recently.
Oh,
yeah.
Did you do anything for your Valentine?
You know what? My Valentine and I spent the day at home cooking together and doing raspberry chocolate souffle things. And Saturday,
raspberry chocolate souffle things?
Yeah, it was pretty good stuff. Saturday, I gave her Valentine's Day card and her present, which was, she didn't actually have mine with her at the time, so she couldn't give it to me. But she opened the card and just started howling. And I'm like, well, that's good. I was hoping for that reaction. The next day, I found out why. She hands me my card for Valentine's Day. Not only did we both give each other puppy cards, but we gave each other puppy coming out of the cards. So we're both that. So
God, you guys are disgusting.
We are. So to the love of my life, this toast is for you. We're saving 2 other people from a life of hell. I'm certain of it.
Yay, Yoko.
Tastes like more?
Yeah.
More.
Nothing like doing a shot of Jack and then chasing it with Jack.
Man.
So, we didn't get a chance to speak, but my betrothed bought me something. The A Nova Precision Cooker Sous Vide Circulator.
Is that like a sous vide circulator only?
Did I say it wrong? It's sous vide.
Sous vide, yep.
So apparently, what it is, anyhow.
Apparently,
it's like a hitachi or hibachi for food. You take this thing and you immerse it in a tub, and then you have your food ziplocked or whatever.
Yep.
And it cooks it in the heat of the water.
Your salmon, yeah.
Right, but you can do steak and stuff like that. I haven't tried it yet. We just got some bags and we got a cookbook, and I'm like,
I'm jealous.
Well, and this one's Bluetooth, so I can or not Bluetooth. I can run it from
your phone.
So
there's an app for that.
In summer, I told you about how I can turn the AC on lower before I get home. And the same thing, I can do this with cooking.
Nice.
So if I need 2 hours for it to cook, 4 o'clock comes around and I'm at work, I can open up the app and this thing will apparently cook when I tell it to.
I'm jealous, dude. Those things are definitely on my hit list.
It's not one of those Amazon Alexia things, but I'm looking forward to checking it out. It's pretty cool.
Hey, speaking of checking it out, 805liveshow.com. You guys can subscribe to our podcast there. You can watch the video and our bonus footage, which we promise we're going to do throughout the week. Someday we'll actually do it. shoot us an email. There's a link on the right side. You can type us a message, send us something. Make it nice because we have fragile egos.
Nice. What else we got going here?
Oh, we are at show number 7, and guess what? Somebody died.
No.
Yes, and
Who
they've
died?
been on Mondays lately. Vanity.
Oh, I had a little thing for Vanity. That was she was Prince's little project, so to speak.
Yeah, one of Prince's projects. Did you ever hear her talk about what Prince wanted to name her originally, her stage name?
Mm-mm.
It was Vagina.
Shut up. Was it really?
She's like, no, dude, we're not doing that.
So the thing about Vanity is she's not the one in Purple Rain. That's Apollonia. That's a different person.
Yep.
But both of them are humana.
Yep. Vanity 6. She was the core of Vanity 6, which was a little Prince project. And it seems Vanity had way too much fun with the crack cocaine in the 90s, which jacked up her kidneys.
Mm.
And apparently had something to do with her early demise.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. Because I thought we were going to go a whole week without an incident.
I thought we were too. I mean, we got Kanye. He falling off the rails is good enough for us, isn't it?
Dude, we're going to do I got a whole thing on that boy.
With you.
Let's go. 805liveshow.com. That's where you can go to subscribe to podcast stuff, watch stuff. Let's get right into it, boy. Last night.
We got a lot to cover today.
Last night, who watched the Grammys? Oh, Lordy.
Yeah, the Grammys. That was some pumpkins, wasn't it? Did you watch the red carpet pre-show?
I think you messaged me or whatever, and I ended up throwing it on, but I didn't watch a lot of it. I had it on in the background. I was doing whatever around the house.
Sure.
Was there any memorable moments for you, or?
The only memorable moments was John Legend going,
What was he laughing about?
I don't know, but he's got a weird one.
Weird laugh.
Yeah, it's he got the That was the extent of the pre-show for me.
Yeah. The one time that I tuned in, there was a girl that looked like she could have used a sandwich or so. She looked pretty thin, and she was talking with some just old lady, like super older lady in the big foofy dress, and she was just cute as could be, but I didn't understand why she was there or being interviewed or whatever.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
So did you take notes? I thought you said you took notes.
You know, I do have notes, and this was I don't know the nicest way to say it, a production nightmare. The whole night. Like,
they had a couple moments that were, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not showbiz stuff. So I took today off actually because the President's Day, and I've had last few weekends of performing, so I wanted to kick back a little bit. So during lunch today,
before you get into that, let's talk about your weekend. You had a big one.
Oh gosh, we don't need to talk about it.
Sure we do. Tell us about your weekend.
K-Talon Band played at Julietta Winery. It's a nice little winery out in the little boonies area, not too far from here. I told you about this wine, this Pinot. They got a 2013 Pinot Noir that.
You're dead to me.
Shut up. That was dynamite. Well, get you and Yoko's happy ass out here, and you can try some. But
I'll tell you what, dude, you posted some video from those gigs, and I was amazed at the quality of the video and audio on that iPhone of yours.
You know, even though it was sitting on top of the bass amp,
that was
making the. It was right. It was making the image kind of rubber. I listened to it the other day, and got some decent sound out of it. I don't know. I got lucky, I guess. But ktalonband.com, check that out. Hopefully we're going to have him on sometime, and we'll play some of his music, and we're hopefully going to get in the studio where things have to be pushed back. We've got all these gigs coming up, so
it's hell being a working musician, isn't it?
Right. But yeah, I took my share of notes. I got a couple pages here of stuff that we're going to talk about.
Let's do it.
Right off the bat, Taylor Swift opening with a song that she had never performed live on TV before.
That girl's got balls.
And I wrote on there balls.
Really?
And I've heard most of that 1989 album. It's a good album, and you and I are not in that wheelhouse of that music, but
probably not the target audience.
Right.
Yeah, but it is, and she knows her market, and I got to tell you, her presence on stage, and I don't know what she's like, 12 or some shit.
No, she's like 22 or something like that, maybe.
She's got more stage presence than people twice her age. Yeah, I'm impressed by her.
Even the videos that she's done for Blank Space and for Shake It Off, she's just got that personality just popping. So that was awesome.
Yeah.
The second thing I have down, I am tired of them labeling things before you even see it a Grammy moment.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm with you. It's like, you impressed by this. Wait a minute, impress me first, would you?
Right. Let a moment happen before you call it a Grammy moment. Don't just fucking say, hey, we're going to bring you this Grammy moment. Here's John Legend banging away.
And there were plenty of Grammy moments that just, if they would have let them happen.
Right. So that was a beef that I had. And because LL Cool J right out of the bat, was talking about this Grammy moment.
Can I interject with my lack of love for his FM DJ voice?
Yeah.
And I'll give him a little pass. Brother got a deep voice, but hey, just, yeah. Okay, I get it.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna we can rail on LL Cool J, can we also talk about, do you need to wear your Kangol hat?
It's
the mother trucking Grammys.
The mother trucking Grammys.
Paint
your hair pink, dude.
Take your effing hat off, LL Cool J. Take your effing hat off, freaking Ice Cube with your Raiders hat. Oh my God. Am I gonna jump around on this?
That look for years now, it seems like.
What, the Raiders hat or the Kangol?
The Kangol.
But
get over it.
It's a major event.
Yeah.
And we're going to get to more of this later. What else do you have?
Opening of the major event. Did you notice George Clinton was high as giraffe pussy?
I didn't.
And I'm all for it. I mean, you get down with your bad self, George, but George looked a little high.
Well, no, how do you substantiate that? I mean,
I just have my eyes and observing George. It's not like he talked or anything. He just looked high. I don't know.
All right. So just
what I got.
Okay.
I've seen high people before that look like that.
Kendrick Lamar was the first to win a Grammy on the TV.
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
Because they gave away some other ones. Best rap album. And I kind of like this and I kind of don't. They're playing people off fast, like early and fast. And I'm fine with that because he took a heck of a long time saying thank yous to people.
Sure. Was I supposed to say something there?
I thought so, but
that was a nice handoff and I appreciate it. I'm going to keep my mouth shut about Kendrick. I said my piece to you last night and this is probably not the forum for it.
No, I agree. It kind of falls under a get off my lawn moment just because this guy was nominated for 11 Grammys and I don't think I knew any of the songs. I may have known one. when he played with Imagine Dragons last year for that song, and that was cool. But I don't know who this guy is. Is he a producer? He's a songwriter? Whatever.
Just 11 Grammy nominations, whatever. But I'm with you. And I am going to throw this little flamethrower out, and I'm going to be done with it. But I am sick and tired of things that separate us. I think we need to celebrate things that we have in common, and that's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
but okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's a rabbit hole that we don't want to go down.
No, it's not. But at the same time, it's no, you're right.
Yeah, we'll just leave that one alone.
Next up, I've got Carrie Underwood and Sam Hart, and I wrote here with a star. If you're performing at the Grammys, dress up. Dude was in a t-shirt.
I gotcha. And hey, come on, our brethren have always worn jeans and t-shirts at the Grammys, but I thought that was flat as hell, and there was no chemistry in that duet at all.
No. But if you know Carrie Underwood, who you're doing the thing with, and doing the song with, and she's dressed in the way she is, dress up. It's a major event that you're doing. You're not that cool that you can not have to dress up a little bit.
Yeah. And you know what that totally reminds me of is you're in the grocery store, you're shopping, and there's some chick in her just got done working clothes with her boyfriend, and he's wearing a jeans and t-shirt, and she's wearing a skirt and heels and a nice blouse. And you're like, what? Did nobody get the memo here?
And I can forgive that. You're at the grocery store, whatever. This is the Grammys, man. Step up your game a little bit.
Yep, I'm with you. Yeah, that whole duet was just awkward, I thought, on both their parts.
Did you? I asked you this before, and I don't think I got an answer from you. Oh, you said there was a nightmare, but did you write stuff or no?
No, I've got a few notes. Yes, I do.
Okay, well, give me one because I've been rattling off mine. Give me one of yours.
The Weeknd. I'm thinking that dude's hair has to smell like a freaking locker room. I mean, I get what he's trying to do, but damn, that thing's got to be rough, yo.
Hey, Jack Daniels.
We'll let you sponsor us.
Sponsor us.
Sure.
We will pimp you out so bad. I'll pimp you out anyway, but I'm topping off right now. I got just a little short thing on this next one. I didn't care for Selena Gomez's dress.
Well, you would prefer she wasn't wearing it.
No, I would have preferred that.
Oh, come on. Nothing.
Somebody told her that it didn't fit good on her. She's a beautiful, beautiful woman, and the dress looked like it was just suffocating her.
I feel like the most flaming homosexual on the planet right now because I didn't notice her dress.
Really?
I didn't, and I'm a little ashamed of myself at the moment. But.
Well, and the only thing of it is it was just she was introducing something. I don't think it was what I have written here. It might have been, but it was just one of those quick little one-offs of her saying something. But
gotcha.
And it was awkward. How awkward was it when they were doing these introductions and they were looking stage left or whatever to the camera as opposed to looking straight out? Didn't that seem weird?
It did seem weird.
They did that like 3-4 times last night.
Yeah. Yeah, that one I did not get. Now you say something. You suffering a heart attack, Spike?
No. Nope. So apparently, the Natalie Wood camp they're a little upset today.
I saw that.
And I said to myself, because
that's what you call yourself.
Why are you going to do a tribute to Lionel Richie, who's still alive and still doing stuff, and not do something for Natalie Wood when you've done something for almost all these other guys in memoriam last night?
Got you, but name 2 songs Natalie Wood ever did. You can name 1, I guarantee it.
Unbreakable You or whatever.
Unforgettable,
whatever.
Yeah. Beyond that, you're coming up blanks.
But is it because of lineage?
No, that song was amazing. The video was amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. How do they lay off pitches like that? No, and I get it, but you just bring yourself down when you respond like that to things. I don't know.
Yeah, but so the tribute to Lionel Richie was all right.
It was a little awkward.
I didn't. I have next. Okay. I have next to the John Legend. He did "I'm Easy." He did it way fast.
He did. There was some tempo there.
You know who they needed to do that one was Faith No More.
Oh, that would have been good.
Have you heard them do that?
Yes, I have. That would have been really
good. Luke Bryan did Penny Lover. He nailed it, and he dressed up.
Yes.
Got a suit jacket on, and he nailed that song.
Yeah.
What's that laugh?
That was yours. I was just mimicking.
And it took me a second because she colored her hair, but Megan Trainor's a redhead now?
Yeah, and oh my God, talk about needing to take a breath when she got her Grammy.
Oh, that poor thing. I've got that down there, but yeah, we can talk about that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good on her.
I absolutely love that she won, and she's a great artist. And
because of all the different categories you could win in, you have every chance to win in most of those. But this is a one time. You only get that one shot to be the best new performer.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty much a foregone conclusion too, by the way.
What's that?
Who was going to win that?
I don't think I wrote down. I wrote about her winning and about her being emotional, and I thought that was sweet. I didn't write down who the other nominees were, but I think she was in good company.
Pretty good, but it was pretty obvious to me she was going to be the one to win that one.
Tyrese did Brick House.
Yeah. No.
But that's a good song, though. I mean,
that's a great song.
So, I mean, I don't know who Tyrese. I mean, I've heard of him, but I love the song. So I
think he's a model, pretty much.
No, you're thinking of someone else. I know who you're talking about.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
And then just bringing Lionel up for All Night Long. It's just
he owned it. He had to put up with so much crap to get there.
Did he get a Lifetime Achievement Award?
Yeah, that's what that was.
But he wasn't the only one that got a Lifetime Achievement Award last night.
No, but there were like half a dozen people that did at the end. They showed.
Right. So why are we?
I don't know.
He's still alive and he's still doing shows. Why are we doing a Lionel Richie tribute?
I don't know. Yeah, that again, the theme of the night seems to be awkward.
Nothing except that it was a great moment. Little Big Town Grammy moment. Little Big Town doing Girl Crush.
And I had not heard that song before last night, and when they announced the name of it, I was like, "Ooh, this is kind of fun."
Yeah, there was a big thing there for a while where some of these
that's what I read.
Some of these more conservative people were calling up radio stations saying, "You don't play that mirror," but it's not what.
Not.
Go ahead, you say something.
Yeah, no, I read about that as well today after the show. I looked it up. Yeah, that whole song, the whole controversy is maybe based on the title, not the actual words in the song.
Right. People calling the station didn't realize that it was a different connotation. She's a jealous girl. Yeah. She wants, yeah.
Yeah.
So next up on the list, Stevie Wonder and Pentatonic they did, I think, a kind of a acapella for "Isn't She Lovely" or something like that.
Yeah. And I absolutely love Pentatonics. I think
Mhm.
those guys are amazing. Wow, did Stevie Wonder ever make them look like backup singers?
Oh yeah, no, that was absolutely. But I liked that they paired those two up. I thought that was
Oh yeah, that was
pretty
good.
cool. So one of the awkward moments of the night, and I don't know, I think we may have had a couple, but so Stevie's opening up the card for whoever won the category they were doing, and he's laughing and saying, you guys can't read this because it's in Braille, ha ha ha. Maybe you want to tell Stevie that, yeah, you did write it down. Did you catch that?
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh yeah, never mind.
So incredibly awkward.
Yeah.
Because he was tickled pink that he thought he was the only one who could read it, but you stop your DVR and you can see who the winner was.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
What do you got? You got anything?
Oh, again with the theme of the night being awkward. What about Adele?
Yeah.
Man,
you heard what that was, right?
yeah. Well, I heard several things that was. Did you hear about the mic falling on the strings of the grand piano?
Right.
Yeah. What a cluster that was.
And I could about imagine, just because from working with people that play live music and stuff like that before, it's just when that something like that's going on, that's all you can freaking hear.
Yep.
And that the sound guy figured it out and he pulled it down, and then he brought it up a couple different times. It's like,
yeah, wow. I thought she did fairly well at.
It threw her off her game a little bit.
Yeah,
it was a pretty song and stuff like that, but it threw her off her game hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was an interesting one. Almost as interesting as the Target commercial.
Did you not like it, or?
No, but halfway through the song, I looked at Ray and I said, "Hey, who's paying? You suppose the Grammys are paying Gwen to do this, or you suppose Gwen's paying the Grammys to do this?" And then the Target thing came on. I'm like, "Oh, Target's paying for this. I got it."
Yep.
Yeah.
And that, I think it's probably just going to be a Target release only kind of thing or whatever. And so
songs in the Target version is what it is.
Say that again.
There's extra songs, 4 or 6 extra songs on the Target version of the album.
Oh, wow. So I was good with that. And I don't know if it was because I've had a hell of a few weeks and there was emotions lying up, but they put up the picture of Glenn Fry and they started playing Take It Easy, and I got misty-eyed, and Ashley's looking at me and I'm like, shut up. Huh?
Here's something I didn't realize is that Jackson Browne co-wrote that with him.
I guess I may have known that. I know that, the documentary, they talked about, they were like, they lived in one part of the house and Jackson Browne lived in another. And then the guy that played guitar before Don Felder, they got that original guy back. He was the bald guy.
Yeah,
so
and I
cool
can't remember his name. Yeah. Now here's another "the night was awkward" moment. Did Jackson Browne choke up, or did he forget a word?
I'm guessing it was probably a little of both, maybe.
I wrote this 30 years ago, and I'm a little sad Glenn's dead.
Well, and he doesn't perform it live, I'm thinking.
Sure. Yeah, I'm hoping he was choked up. That would have been much more poignant.
I did feel like they were a little tense a little bit. It didn't feel too loose.
Through it, honestly. I don't know how. God, that's got to be amazingly tough to get through.
Well, it had been a while. I mean, it had been, what, about a month now since he's passed?
How many times have they stood on the stage with that guy?
With what guy?
Glenn Fry. How many times? It's kind of tough.
Right. So that was a pretty emotional moment. I don't think they gave it enough credence, but you know.
Yeah. That was for me. That was the moment of the night.
So I'm gonna catch a little flack on this, and even with the theater background and experience that I have, I don't get Hamilton.
Yeah, I think if we were 20 years younger, we'd get Hamilton. I think that's the target.
I it's a musical based on Alexander Hamilton. I mean, was the world needing that?
Well, and did the world need the revisionist version of that?
The what?
Revisionist version? Because I don't think Alexander Hamilton was doing any rapping. Just a guess.
Well, but I mean,
I think it looked amazing. Honestly, I would go see that show tomorrow.
But I don't get the substance of it.
I don't care. It looked really good.
Okay.
There was some talent on display there, man. We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that one.
Yeah, because I mean, and this goes back to what we talked about earlier. They ended up winning best musical performance or best Broadway musical or something.
Yeah.
And dude starts waving a Mexican flag or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I did like his sung acceptance speech, but yeah, I didn't get the flag.
But it goes to the whole thing of somebody went out there and did American flag or did a whatever.
Something, yeah.
I don't know. Just not my wheelhouse.
I'm with you, but you're an old white guy, so.
Yeah. Look where that gets me.
Mm-hmm. I was amazed at how much he's won 4 Grammys tonight. Here's Grammy legend, blah, blah, blah. It was like the show had to go on for 8 hours.
For who?
The part they didn't show. All kinds of people. His 3rd Grammy win tonight was blah, blah, blah. And
yeah. No. Yeah. And that was covered a little bit on the pre-show where they were saying, Common won a Grammy tonight already. And like, we're just doing pre-show. How did he win a Grammy already?
Yeah, and I don't even know who Common is, but okay.
He was in the movie Smoking Aces. Did you ever see that?
I did not.
Great.
I'm sorry.
What did you think of Kendrick Lamar's performance?
Yeah, that's the one that I talked about at the top of the show. I think the guy's an amazing talent. I think I'm sick and tired of shit that puts people in silos, and I think we should celebrate what we have in common, and that's about it.
That's all you got to say about that?
That's all I got to say about that.
That's fine. And I can't believe that this is a fucking another issue, but the nominations for Best Rock Performance. Do you remember this?
You can call it rock if you want.
The nominees for Best Rock Performance were Alabama Shakes, Florence and the Machine, Foo Fighters, Elle King, and Wolf Alice.
Alabama Shakes, by the way, I like very much. They're not a rock.
I don't. They're not a rock thing. They're talented. Right. They're musical. They're not rock.
Exactly. I like them. They're not a rock band.
How many times do we have to go over this with people? Jethro Tull beating out Metallica. I mean,
Dave Grohl was the only guy there that was nominated in the right category.
Yeah. Because Florence and the Machine, I guess, is kind of rock.
I love those guys too, but
pop.
Yeah, I'd say they're a pop band.
God, that got the ire up just a little bit. The cackles.
Stay off the long segment. We need material for, so that works.
Right. You mentioned the Adele debacle. So you're gonna freak out a little bit about this next one. I respected the hell out of Justin Bieber singing and playing the guitar.
You don't know if he played the guitar.
Yeah, no, I do. He's a musician. He's a drummer. I know. There wasn't too terribly hard chords, I don't think, on the guitar, but I respected the hell out of him doing that.
Okay.
There was no auto tune. It sounded like it was him. And I wrote next to my thing, Bieber solo with guitar, A+. And then I wrote Bieber with Skillerex, F.
Skrillex, yeah. Yeah, that
what
was.
the hell was that?
I don't know, dude. I am perfectly happy to say that I am not the target audience for Bieber or Skrillex. I don't know what the hell that train wreck was.
I dug the hole, and Imagine Dragons kind of did this last year too, where they had the big freaking bass drum, like the orchestra style bass drums, and they're just doing, just the rhythm, just boom, boom. And I love that.
Yep.
But watching him dance and watching Skillerex or whatever it is try to play guitar, I'm like, what's happening? They should have just let Bieber just do that, and I got more respect for him. But then I lost it again watching him with that freaking melonhead Skillerex.
But on the bright side, that wasn't the last train wreck of the night.
Oh no! We've got a few more to get to.
Yeah, we do. What's your next note?
Well, best new artist, Meghan Trainor, and we talked about that.
Yep.
So go ahead and tell me your Gaga impressions.
Did you notice Gaga got a Bowie tattoo? Did you see that?
Saw that?
Yep. And I gotta tell you, I saw a tweet today that said just because you can do a thing doesn't mean you should do a thing. With the images over her face at the beginning of that act, that was just weird.
You didn't like that?
I thought that was odd. I loved her show. The medley I loved. That was, I don't know, I didn't like that a whole lot.
You didn't like the beginning part of it?
No, and I thought Ray Ray was going to dive under the couch when the spiders from Mars were crawling over her face. But yeah, the musical bit of it I loved. I thought she did a great job with it.
And it's funny because I've seen polarizing views on that. People either liking it or hating it. I think, contrary to what the people who didn't like it say, I think she did fine. I think.
Oh yeah, I thought she did great. Did you see what Bowie's kid said?
I didn't see what he said, but I heard that he had words about it.
Yeah, he wasn't thrilled with it. Let's put it that way. He didn't come out harsh, but yeah, he wasn't impressed apparently. So, what do we got next?
I wrote down BB King tribute, but that's all I wrote, and I can't even remember it right off the top of my head.
I love the BB King tribute. I thought Bonnie Raitt owned that shit.
And then there's the guy that won Best Country Album, and I didn't know who he was either, but he won Best Country Album, so he must be somewhat decent. And I listen to country, so I just haven't heard that one.
He must be quite all right.
And I still had such a bitter feeling about Alabama Shakes. I couldn't get into their performance.
I liked it. Again, not rock, but I liked their show. It was good. I especially like the fact they've been doing it since high school and are going way over the top now. I thought that was pretty groovy.
How long ago was that for them?
Probably close to 10 years now, I'm thinking. Yeah.
That's a thing. Where are we at? See, I knew that we had a jam-packed show. It's 7:43 right now.
It is for a fact. 9:43 here in Heartland.
Look at that freaking.
You got a face made for radio, brother.
I know, right?
Yep.
So next up was Dave Grohl giving a little shout out about Motorhead, and then I think I would think it was definitely the most anticipated of the night, the Hollywood Vampires.
Well, most anticipated for guys like us.
I don't know. It was a big deal. It was Johnny Depp with Joe Perry and Alice Cooper and Duff McKagan and Matt Sorum.
And on the surface of it, I thought to myself, I have a problem with guys like Johnny Depp that get into music because they're riding their fame from film. I thought he held his own really well.
He's been in it for a while. He's been into music for a while. This ain't just it just happened. If
you can play your guitar that low, you've got some skills.
Yeah. And you and I think talked a little bit about this. I give mad props to Alice for what he did for the music community. He's one of the ones that influenced Kiss to be the way they are. But
if you're a Kiss fan, you got to be an Alice fan.
And I am, but I would have liked to have seen a different lead frontman on that.
I looked at Ragen and I said, at least he can still sing. And she said, "That's singing." I said, "It is for Alice."
You know what? Dave Grohl would have been a great one to front that.
Oh, he'd have been great.
Right?
Yep.
He would have been a real good one to do that. There was that little piece of me that wondered if, after they did one song, if Axl and Slash were going to come out.
Yeah, wouldn't that have been something?
I was hoping.
Yeah. All in all, I like that act. I thought they did well.
Because when you want to talk about Grammy moments, like literal and true Grammy moments, it must have been back in 95. I was living in Iowa, doing my whole thing there with my folks and with the group home there. And sometimes instead of driving all the way back to Iowa from Minnesota at the group home I was working at, I rented out like a little room in this dude's house. And because he had this big house and it was like a block and a half away. So if I like had back-to-backs or something like that, I would just stay there, and I had a little tiny TV. And I'm sitting there watching the Grammys, and it's like, hey, cool, okay, Tupac's coming on, whoop-de-doo. And Tupac's talking about, we want to shock the people. It's time to shock the people. And out comes the original members of Kiss in their full regalia. And that's a Grammy moment, because that came out of nowhere. That wasn't even scheduled or anything.
You know what just occurred to me while you were talking? You know who didn't get a second of airtime last night? Scott Weiland.
Do you think it's because of the drugs?
Natalie Cole?
No.
Vanity? Come on.
Vanity didn't.
Well, she killed herself in the 90s. It just happened yesterday. Well, honestly.
Yeah.
Scott Weiland is an amazing talent who didn't even get a mention.
Well, he did in the In Memoriam segment.
Did he? I didn't see that piece.
Yeah, the In Memoriam where they talk about everybody that died in the past year.
Okay. I thought they glossed over him.
Technically they did, because they did something almost on everybody.
Right.
But yeah, they didn't, here's, Interstate Love Song or whatever. Here's Vaseline, done by, Skillerex.
Yeah. I got you.
You know who got snubbed hard? The 12-year-old kid who killed it on the piano.
Dude, that kid amazed me.
And he was up for a Grammy and he got snubbed. Somebody else won in his category.
How do you beat that, dude?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's some payola happening there.
Okay, so we're doing about okay on time. We're gonna get to. Are we gonna do Stump Spike tonight?
We're gonna do that. I think we should talk about the closing of the Grammys.
Right. No, I know, but just wondering for time.
Oh yeah, we got.
First, I want you to explain to me, in your infinite wisdom, what is the difference between album of the year and record of the year?
Dude, I was gonna ask you that. No fair. I don't get it. I think record of the year is like a single. Maybe.
Is it?
I don't know.
I mean, I can see that because of what the nominations were. They were all singles.
And a record are the same thing.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
So album of the year went to, surprise, Taylor Swift for 1989.
Right.
And she
Mm.
she put Kanye in her place,
Girl power, right?
talking about, don't let anybody undermine you or take credit for you. And it's like,
I like that.
oh yeah. And I tell you, I didn't get it at the time. I just thought she was saying some girl power stuff until I read the stuff today.
Yeah.
Saying, no, there's one person that was directed to.
Oh yeah, that was a total screw you. $53 million in debt hippie.
What's up with that?
I don't know. And he asked Facebook, what's his face?
Zuckerberg
in a tweet asked Zuckerberg for $53 million.
Where did the money go?
Really? With an intellect like that, you got to ask what happened to the money.
And he's also talking about, all you white publications, stop talking about me. Who buying your albums, mother trucker?
Yeah. Yeah. I got to tell you, I am thankful for Kanye for being a train wreck for us all to observe.
So then I was like, okay, album of the year, Taylor Swift. She gives a good speech, whoop-a-doo. And then all of a sudden somebody came out and says, okay, now the nominations for record of the year. And I went, what?
What?
And all of them. Go ahead.
Maybe one's a 45 and the other's a 33.
Yeah. Nobody knows what that is except you and me, I think.
All right.
So all the nominees were absolutely worthy. That
Right.
Sam Smith dude and Taylor Swift and I think The Weeknd, who I think didn't he get the Weeknd got snubbed out for that song because that was a tight song.
It was.
I Can't Feel My Face When I'm With You or whatever. That's a tight song. It was good.
Yeah.
But I don't think he won anything.
He did. I don't know how many he won. Maybe I could find it here.
None that were on the show last night.
That could very well be.
So they're doing the nominations, and I can't remember who was reading them. Oh no, it was Beyonce.
Yeah.
And so she's like da 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 da, and the winner is, and she's doing this big dramatic moment, and Bruno Mars says, "Give it up, Beyonce," or whatever the hell he said, and
he won.
And he won. I'm like, you dick.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Totally ruined it. Totally ruined the moment. Your whole little Grammy moment.
Yeah, man.
God damn it.
Son of a biscuit.
Right?
Yeah. So can we put the Grammys to bed with the closing act?
For now. We'll see if anything else bugs me in the next week.
What'd you think of the closing act? Pitbull, Robin Thicke,
Joe Perry.
Joe Perry, yeah.
Who else?
Robin Thicke doing there?
What was Joe Perry doing there other than Hollywood Vampires?
Yeah. Well, hey, Joe Perry's here. Maybe we could get him to do something else. He works cheap.
I like Pitbull, so I didn't mind it.
I do too. Both those songs were lame as hell as far as I'm concerned.
Right. If you're going to do a song, and I say that, but yet I said at the beginning of the show that Taylor Swift song was good and that was a great choice. But for ending the show, do something that people are going to get up and know. Because I don't.
Part of that was Sofia Vergara's got some shake. That was. Oh, yeah.
Oh, daddy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let's put the Grammys to bed, please, God. Could we?
I guess for now.
All right. Well, let's do something.
It's time to play the game you like. It's time to play. Let's Stump Spike.
That's how we celebrate the longest segment of 805 Live with Spike.
That was a good one. No, that was good. I'm liking that. So I see on the show sheet what you called this, so I'm wondering what does that have to do with the topic of the
topic?
Okay.
It has to do with our history and music, but that's about it. So we're doing another absurd trivia tonight. I'm throwing you a bone. It's classic rock trivia.
Oh, nice.
So you should be good here. But
aren't I about 75% right now?
Yeah, 75, 80. You're doing pretty respectable, actually.
All right.
All right. So I think there are 10 of these. There are 10 of these multiple choice questions. Let's see how you do. Number one, of Pink Floyd's 4 most popular albums, which one came out first? A, Animals, B, Dark Side of the Moon, C, The Wall, or D, Wish You Were Here?
Animals.
Alrighty. So, question number 2, when Jimi Hendrix moved to England, which guitarist took him in and watched as he became famous within a week? A, Eric Clapton, B, Paul McCartney, C, Jimmy Page, or D, Peter Frampton?
I don't think I know this one.
You're going to have to come up with something.
Can I hear the question again, please?
When Jimi Hendrix moved to England, which guitarist took him in and watched as he became famous within a week?
Eric Clapton.
All right. Thank you. That's the one you wanted to say. 3, which band's guitarist was known for the windmill style of stroking the guitar? Creedence Clearwater Revival, The Doors, Led Zeppelin, or The Who?
That would be The Who.
Alrighty. Which band's lead singer was Born a Ramblin' Man? Leonard Skinner, the Allman Brothers, the Doobie Brothers, or Bob Seger?
Bob Seger.
Alrighty. Which was not a member of the Traveling Wilburys? Bob Dylan, Roy Orbison, Tom Petty, or Eric Clapton?
Weren't they all in there?
You don't know your dingleberries?
I'm going to say Eric Clapton.
Gotcha. All right. Question number 6. Which band has the single most sold album of all time? The Eagles, Pink Floyd, Michael Jackson, or the Beatles?
The Beatles, the Eagles, Pink Floyd, or Michael Jackson?
Correct.
I think it's the Eagles.
I'm not sure if you're right or not on that one. I know Pink Floyd got the longest at number 1.
And Michael Jackson, that's going to be a...
Yeah, that might be the wrench in that works. Question number 7. Which Beatles song was never a number 1 hit? Ticket to Ride, Hello Goodbye, I Am the Walrus, or Lady Madonna?
Ticket to Ride.
Wow, I would have thought Hello Goodbye. All right. Which guitarist asked, are you experienced?
Jimi Hendrix.
Thank you. God, I love you. Which band had a greatest hits album called 10 from 6?
Bad Company.
Boston. Thank you. See, I knew you'd love this category. And the final question, which band's hits include The Big Money, Red Sector A, Show Don't Tell, and 2112 Overture? Choices for you.
Rush.
That a kid. Let's see how you did. Oh my God. 70%.
That's it?
Yes.
What did I miss?
Dark Side of the Moon was the first album. I know. I thought it was Animals too.
That can't be right.
Yep. Dark Side of the Moon. I thought it was Animals. Nope. You got the Hendrix question right. That was Clapton. You got the Who. That was Pete Townsend with the Windmill. Ramblin' Man was the Allman Brothers, not Bob Seger.
No, I get half credit because he did Ramblin' Man too. I'll be damned. Animals was 77. Dark Side of the Moon was 73.
You got Clapton right. You got the Eagles right.
For the single or album?
Yeah, you said Ticket to Ride. Wow, this is weird. I Am the Walrus was the one that was not a #1 hit.
Really?
Yeah, I'm shocked. Hendrix, you got right. Bad Company, you got right. And Rush, you got right. So there you go, 70%.
Yay!
Yay! So you're doing above average, I suppose.
Well, so let's close up tonight with words from the prophet Don Brewer from Grand Funk Railroad. Now, this we may have done this in the beta, but I was listening to this one a little bit earlier today. And 4 young Chiquitas in Omaha waiting for the band to return from the show. Feeling good? Feeling right? Hey, it's Saturday night. The hotel detective, he was out of sight. Now, these fine ladies, they had a plan. They were out to meet the boys in the band. They said, "Come on, dudes, let's get it on." And well, we proceeded to tear that hotel down. This has been the words from the prophets, Grand Funk Railroad. Look, you ain't got to go home, but you know what? You can't stay here. Tip your bartenders, tip your waitresses, return the stewardesses to their upright position. And as always, there's a party at 408 Burley. Make good choices, do good deeds. My name is Spike.
My name is Drew, and we'll see you in a week, people. Take care.
Go to 805liveshow.com.
Spike copyright 2016. Please read and follow label directions. The views and Spike and Drew should not be legal advice. No animals or harm and shooting stock medical care. Call 29 City, 45 Highway. Your results may vary. Hooters would really like it if you'd sponsor us. Warning: spelling errors in this message are the product of a poor school system. Pay your teachers more than athletes. Does this handkerchief smell like chloroform to you? The product is meant for educational purposes only, and resemblance to real persons living or dead is totally coincidental. Where prohibited, some assembly required. List each check separately by bank number. Batteries not included. Contents may settle during shipment. Use only as directed. No other warranty expressed or implied. Do not use while operating in motor vehicle or heavy equipment. Postage will be paid by addressee. Apply only to affected area. For erections lasting more than 4 hours, call a hooker. May be too intense for some viewers. For recreational use only. All models over 18 years of age. If condition persists, consult your physician.